Again, this is Matt Digby coming to you live from Field 4 at the Maryland Soccerplex in Germantown, Maryland. And welcome to the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer Under-13 Boys National Championship game. Today's matchup features Waza FC East 01 Juniors from Pontiac, Michigan, and FC Golden State PDA 01 from Pomona, California. There are only 4 teams in the U13 boys tournament, so it was one pool of 4 teams each. Waza and Golden State met each other on Tuesday in the first group match, which Waza won 2-0. Then Waza continued their hot streak with a 4-0 win on Wednesday over Baltimore Celtic Dynasty and a 3-0 win on Thursday over GSA 01 Premier. While Golden State followed up Tuesday's loss with a 4-2 win on Wednesday over GSA 01 Premier. Leading goal scorers so far for Waza FC, they've been led by David Preciado, 5 goals in 3 matches. He has not started in any of the 3 group games. I was told by head coach Granthik Chatterjee that he would not be starting tonight, so this will make Preciado Exhibit A when you talk about the discussion of the ultimate super sub. Meanwhile, FC Golden State PDA 01 has been led by 2 goals. A rematch from Tuesday. Waza won 2-0. But Granthik Chatterjee knows he has 70 minutes still to go. FC Golden State in black going. And we are underway in the national championship game. 70 minutes separating one of these teams from a celebration they'll never forget. This is Issa Rayan for Waza. Loses possession out on the drive over. The temperature did dip into the 90s. So right now we are hovering at that low 90, high 80 mark with a significant amount of humidity in the air. Of course, it's still not as extreme as it was on Wednesday. Waza with the ball in the opening minutes. Chip forward through off the head of Issa Rayan. Cuts back into the box, intended for Johnny Ferry. Cleared out. Dancing inside the box. Now guarded by Diego Ochoa. And a goal kick to Alfredo Tejeda in goal for FC Golden State. 3 games, Waza has scored a grand total of 9 goals. They have conceded none. FC Golden State have scored 5 goals. They've conceded 6. Alan Pisano has 2. Eric Celestino, Ray Anthony Naranjo, and Matthew Hoppy each have 1. One with Victor Rangel. Now Mark Fisher. Out on the wing for Zephan Brocker-Kress. In the 3rd minute, if you're new to U13 boys soccer, 2 35-minute halves. If needed, we will have 2 10-minutes. And we did have a penalty shootout this morning in the U16 girls semifinal. Beach FC holding off Carlsbad Elite 4-3 on penalty kicks after having led 1-0 from the 16th minute all the way into the final minute of stoppage time when Carlsbad were able to get the equalizer, but not a match winner in extra time. For the Pontiac, Michigan-based club in Region 2 championship play, had 7 goals. They won their regional semifinal and their region championship game, both by a score of 7-0. Here is played each other on Tuesday. That was early in the morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Waza winning comprehensively 2-0 with goals from David Preciado and Johnny Ferry. Joshua Henderson, he was saying they definitely have motivation. FCGS does. The fact that they lost the first game just gives them that little extra spark in the rematch. fans making the trip here from Pontiac, Michigan and Pomona, California. And we welcome those of you viewing our live stream through the TSG network. Joshua Henderson wanted to give a special shout out to in the national championship game. Looked at the bottom of your screen, you just see a glimpse of the top of. This is Abraham Gonzalez. Now inside the box, guarded one-on-one by Garrett DeLameleur. Ken Dowling with an interception to Waza FC. So Golden State on the defensive foot for much of these opening 6 minutes. They've weathered the storm, now getting an offensive identity of themselves, but yet to test goalkeeper. As a matter of fact, if you go back to the regional semifinal, he has played at least 350 minutes without conceding a goal. Out on the wing, this is Zephan Brocker-Kress. Now Alan Pisano, the captain, the leading scorer for FCGS at these championships. And a free kick to Waza FC Juniors. Waza FC has primarily 3 main divisions. This comes from the east side of Detroit. The goalkeeper clears it past midfield. And the foul gives a free kick to Waza. Issuing instructions to his team. It was the 30th and 56th minutes that Waza FC found the back of the net. And here's an opportunity for Bobby Harris to Brocker-Kress. Low drive, poked out by a Golden. And a throw into FCGS. As I was mentioning, David Preciado scored in the 30th minute of the match on Tuesday. Had an assist from Johnny Ferry, who got a goal for himself in the 56th minute. It comes from the Japanese word for technique. At least that's what I'm told. FCGS will have a throw-in. 10 minutes played here in the national championship game. No score between Waza and Golden State. Back to Harris. Forward to Ryan, cutting inside. Back to the middle of the field is Ferry. Cleared out by Gonzalez. Only cleared as far to Brocker-Kress on the left wing. Now inside the box. A chip just over the head of a jump. This is Tad Gabriel. Inside the box as Waza now continuing to build momentum on the offensive attack, winning a throw-in for Waza. The 12th minute of this U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship game. Defended by Isaac, showing no signs of cooling, at least until the sun goes down, but it will still be very light by the time this match is finished in about an hour or so's time. Throw into FC Golden State. Intercepted. Now kept with Golden State. This is Saron Manley. Kept in bounds. Now Waza continuing possession. Here's Ferry. Bobby Harris. In the 14th minute. And a throw in awarded to FC Waza East. The 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer U13 National Championship game is brought to you by Capri. In order and purchase any broadcast from this year's event by logging on to turbosportsgroup.com. Turbo you see in the bottom left corner spelled T-O-U-R-B-E-A-U, sportsgroup.com, all one word. Proud to have brought you championship games in the different categories. As Tejeda collected a pass, Rayan was waiting just outside the 6-yard box. Isaac Rosales. That's a man Golden State will be relying on heavily to keep Johnny Ferry in check. And also David Preciado when he comes onto the field, and Grunthik Chatter. And Joshua Henderson is sending a substitute to midfield. A quarter of an hour gone here. 3 of the 4 games on Wednesday were stopped in the middle of every half because of water breaks. Teams playing 35-minute halves. If a water break were to happen, it would probably be within the next 5 minutes. And here we see our first substitutions of the match for Golden State. Omar Arrieta. And we will also see the debut this evening of number 31, Brian Quintanilla. And Abraham Gonzalez, respectively. There were 2 matches here at Field 4 this morning. Both went to extra time. One ended up. Issa Rayan in the 17th minute has given Waza the lead. The pressure was coming. You could easily say the goal was coming. But we'll bring that replay to you shortly. Here was the long cross. And it was 2014 National Championships with the first goal of the championship game in the 17th minute. He left off not just group play in general, but against FC Golden State. Here's Rayan again, going for a second goal within 2 minutes of each other. Shot deflected, cross back into Ferry! And left wide over the crossbar. Ferry just missing out on his 3rd goal of the tournament. I had originally mentioned Rayan had scored his first. This is actually his 2nd goal of the championships. Here is Johnny Ferry. Rayan again. Didn't get enough power to chip it over Calvin Russo, who came out of the box to collect from 13 yards out. And Waza can reset. Here's Tad Gabriel. Long throw in down that sideline, headed out by Isaac Rosales. In the 20th minute, Waza FC East leading 1-0. Cutting inside, just wide of the far post. That's now 3 really good opportunities that Waza star striker has had in this opening half. Shade. There is absolutely no shade on the main spectator stand, which you see on the far side of the field, right in front of the parking lot. Some have resorted to finding shade in the trees surrounding the field. So a little bit of shade makes a world of difference this week at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. Granthik Chatterjee will make his first change for Waza FC in the 21st minute. It will be Cameron Simpson to his name. He scored the opener against FC Golden State on Tuesday. And Stefan Brocker-Crest will also come out in the 22nd minute. He's replaced by number 12, Matthew Andres. Now tangled up with Gabriel, winning possession, brings the ball across midfield. Excuse me, that's Ryan. Now Gabriel, back in the middle to Fisher. And a free kick awarded to Waza. To this point, cumulatively, Golden State has allowed 7 goals. They've scored 5. Waza has scored 10, conceded none. Bobby Harris intended to pass down that left wing. As we take a look at the field 4, Happy Fingers is an official sponsor. Ferry denied off the post. "23 minutes played. Johnny Ferry has had 4 very good looks. And FC Golden State has yet to get a shot on target. Will they be able to test Calvin Russo in the remaining 47 minutes and change? Corner goal kick awarded to Alfredo Tejeda in the vicinity. Eric Celestino was battling for that ball. Here's Ferry's cross. Mark Fisher to take the corner kick in the goal. And Joshua Henderson will make another pair of substitutions. Matthew Hoppe, who has a goal scored in group play, he is going to make his first appearance in the national championship game in the 25th minute. Hoppe in for Eric Celestino. And Calderon in for Westwood. Goal kick to Tejeda. Sun starting to set over the west portion of the sky here in Germantown. Those of you watching in the East Coast, just a little before 6 p.m. Still mid-afternoon, regardless of your location. We are all soccer fans today on the TSG network. DeLamielleure pokes it forward. Bit of an unnerving situation. And a near turnover. Dowling has to scramble to clear back to DeLamielleure. Here's Johnny Ferry. Another cross to the box, finding Issa Rayan. Didn't get much power, but Tejeda was scrambling, had to reach behind to make the save. Otherwise, it's 2-0. We will bring it to you shortly as a throw-in awarded to FC Golden State. Correction, a free kick. Here's the long ball cross, finding Issa live. Cross headed out by Johnny Ferry. And FC Golden State's defense having to scramble to clear the ball, force Waza to reset with a throw-in. I don't remember seeing any in the group match on Tuesday between these two clubs. As a cross into the box. Intended for Briseño! Just wide to the left of the near post. Third goal of the tournament. And that would have been the first goal conceded by Francesco Calvaruso. And what a time it would have been. Not long to go now before the intermission. Again, the U13 Boys National Championship game. Waza FC already with the 1-0 lead and looking for a goal with 5 minutes and change remaining before half. Long ball sent high down the far side. Eventually bounces out of bounds. Another Waza throw-in. See the fans braving the hot sun at that far side of the field. Half of them will be celebrating a national championship with their favorite player's respective club as the ball just headed. And we see 2 added minutes of stoppage time. Again, the referee is the official scorekeeper. So 2 additional minutes. FC Golden State cross into the box. The header bounced wide. And FC Golden State Grunthik Chatterjee going to make a change just before the intermission. Dominic Nakai will get a brief spell of action. He replaces the lone goal scorer of the game, Issa Rayan, with a chip past goalkeeper Alfredo Tejeda and into the back of the net for the lone goal of the match as Calvaruso, whose goal has been under a little bit of threat the last few minutes, but FC Golden State has nothing to show for it yet. Another interception. Free kick awarded to Waza. We can't have much more than a minute remaining before the break now. This is Matt Hoppy. And Zarin Manley with possession on the outside of the box, dispossessed by the Kai. Cleared by Ochoa, and a shot. Stutter stepping over to his left. Throw into FCGS. Here's Brian Quintadilla. Olivan. Cross into the box, headed out by Waza as far as Quintadilla. Taken over by Waza FC East. While our clock is accurate, it is not official. And now we are about to see the signal for stoppage time. And Cameron Simpson will return to action for Waza FC as they push for a second goal. They could very easily have a 3-0 lead right now, but Johnny Ferry has been denied by the post. He lifted the shot well high above the crossbar, and Alan Pisano had an opportunity to level the score earlier this first half. Chipping a shot past Francesco Calvaruso, but couldn't get it on target. As Ferry comes out for the remainder of the first half, Cameron Simpson is back in. Finding David Preciado. Had to lunge just to get a touch on the ball, easily collected by Tejeda. Here's Preciado. Expert tackle from Rosales. Waza will reset with the throw-in. Roughly 30 seconds at minimum remaining until halftime. Make that 0. Issa Rayon in the 17th minute. The only goal of the U13 boys. Waza had a chance to extend their lead, notably through Johnny Ferry striking the post and placing the ball over the crossbar. But Golden State has had equalizing opportunities of their own, most notably Alan Pisano poking past Calvaruso, but wide of the near post. And we'll be back shortly. You're watching FC Golden State 0. Welcome back to the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships on the TSG Network, brought to you by the following sponsors. By the National Guard, the official armed forces branch of U.S. Youth Soccer, and the presenting sponsor of these national championships. By Nike, the official supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. By Capri Sun, the official ready-to-drink juice. Turbo Sports Group has been the official video streaming production company of these national championships. Log on to turbosportsgroup.com to purchase your DVD. And by Happy Family, the official ready-to-go food of U.S. Youth Soccer. This is the U13 Boys National Championship game. Waza FC East leads FC Golden State 1-0 off a 17th minute goal from Issa Rayan. Both teams have played 245 minutes, and we are down to the final 35. Or if necessary, we will have an extra 20. Regardless of how much time is left in this match, we will still bring it to you live exclusively on the TSG Network, and we will have live post-game coverage, including the trophy presentation. Again, these two teams, region champions. There are only 4 teams in U13 boys here at the National Championship, so there was only one pool. And here's a long ball intended for Preciado, and a nice defensive intervention there from FC Golden State to force a Waza corner kick. Just seconds in to the second half, David Preciado very nearly had his 6th goal of the tournament. Here's Brocker Kress. Low corner headed out back to Zephan Brocker Kress. Cross into the box. And trying not quite overhead, but a bicycle kick nonetheless. That was Alex Wistepik, a halftime substitution. Unable to control properly. Here's Derek Westwood. Header. Continuing a run. Alan Pisano letting Manley run through the far side of the box. And he clears well wide. Pontiac, Michigan, and Pomona, California. The two cities represented here at the National Championship game for U13 boys youth soccer. .38th minute now. Throw into Waza. Again, Johnny Ferry, second leading scorer in the tournament for Waza. Actually, now he's tied for second with 2 goals along with Issa Rayan. Ferry has hit the far post once and shot high once over the crossbar. Issa Rayan is back on the field, coming on as a substitute after being taken off at the tail end of the first half. As Waza searches for a second goal that could potentially seal a championship. Or FC Golden State, will they find an equalizer? If they do, it would be the first goal in at least 385 minutes that Waza has conceded as a cross into the box collected by Golden State keeper Alfredo Tejeda. Waza won their regional semifinal match 7-0. And their regional championship game 7-0. But here comes Eric Celestino. Finding Alan Pisano in the box. An intervention from Alfredo Vivar. The Golden State bench is irate. They want a penalty. Fourth official telling them to calm down. And a throw into Waza FC. And a giveaway from Raul Olivan for David Preciado. Tried to lay a through ball for Ryan well beyond his range. Tejeda easily collects. Again, both teams playing 3 games in group play. It was the same group, so these teams have already played each other as Naranjo's cross intended for Preciado. Too strong, collected on a bounce by Calvaruso. Waza beat Golden State 2-0 on Tuesday. Beat Baltimore Celtic Dynasty 4-0 on Wednesday. And beat GSA 01 Premier 3-0 on Thursday. As a through ball opportunity, finding Ryan. The pass ahead of him, ball falls right to Ryan. It's 2-0. It's Waza FC's night. It's Issa Ryan's night. And with under half an hour to go, the Pontiac, Michigan-based club has one hand on that national championship trophy. And Issa Ryan, 2 goals in the 17th and 41st minutes, has given Waza FC East 01 Juniors a 2-0 lead. And just like the first goal, it was a long ball, threaded into the box. Tried to poke it up and over Tejeda like he did for the first goal. Tejeda saved it. The rebound fell right to Ryan, and no one was guarding that near back post. Here's Alex Wistepik to take the throw. Preciado in pursuit. Out comes Tejeda. Claims it at the edge of the box. Right beside the hashtag Road to MD. The hashtag of choice for U.S. youth soccer throughout the week. And a free kick awarded to Waza FC. Once again, the Golden State coaches furious with the decision, and right now the head official is having a conversation with Golden State referee Josh Henderson. I believe he's been given a warning. Well, this is the 15th match I've called this week. I've seen 1 red card issued to a player. I have not seen any coach dismissals. You wonder if the latter part of that statement might change depending on how the rest of this match goes. Cross intended for Manley is intercepted. Naranjo out on the wing. This is Abraham Gonzalez. Again, you want to go back to the last time Waza FC conceded a goal. That would have been at least in the regional play before the semifinals. They won both the semi and the championship game by a score of 7-0 as a cross looked like it could have fallen to Eric Celestino, but Francesco Calvaruso maintains possession. A 2-0 win over Golden State, a 4-0 win over Baltimore Celtic, and a 3-0 win over GSA 01 Premier. Johnny Ferry, 2 good chances in the second half, but didn't get either one of them to pay dividends. Zephan Brocker-Kress. And Ferry was last to touch. Golden State have a throw-in. Menek Chatterjee made a substitution for Waza FC East. Brought Alex Wistepik off. reinserted Ken Dowling over at the left back spot. Eric Celestino one-on-one with Garrett DeLameler. Celestino was last to touch. And a corner kick to Waza FC East. An attempted clearance intercepted for the moment by Manley. Turned back over to Waza, and a free kick given to FC Golden State. So an opportunity here for FCGS to pull a goal back in the 49th minute as they trail 2-0 on a brace from Issa Rayan. The 17th and 41st minutes. And we still have just over 20 to play in regulation. It's Abraham Gonzalez. Went for a direct free kick, was always curling away from the far post. And Calvin Russo will let the ball harmlessly roll out of bounds before taking a goal kick. Well, Waza FC East, they have not just been dominant on offense, they've been dominant on defense. Again, they have been resolute at the back for at least 390 minutes. That's the last 5 full games, plus the first half today. They won the regional semifinal and the regional final 7-0, while FC Golden State advanced with a 3-1 win over San Jose Earthquakes Pre-Academy in their championship game. Golden State, the champions of Region 4, they were also the winners of the 2014 FWWC. And Michael Davis in the game for the first time today. He replaces David Preciado. So unless Gruntik Chatterjee brings him on in the final 20 minutes, it looks like there will be no 6 goal for David Preciado. But in all likelihood, he is the Golden Boot winner at the U13 National Championships. Instead, today has belonged to Issa Rayan. 2 on the game, 3 on the tournament. The star has shown brightest for number 9. Cleared towards Paceno. Here is Rayan, still on the field looking for a hat trick. Trying to get away from Victor Rangel, does so. Cutting into the box. Deflected by Olivan. And kept in bounds for the moment. Has some contact away from the ball. Mark Fisher trying an ambitious effort. Sails it over the crossbar. The 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships are brought to you by Skills, the official player performance trading sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer, and by Sports Authority, the official sporting goods retailer of U.S. Youth Soccer. Field 4 at the Maryland Soccerplex in Germantown, Maryland, on the northwest edge of Washington, D.C. We are in the state of Maryland, several miles from the District of Columbia, as another second half substitution, this time in the 52nd minute for Waza FC, and we see the return of Bobby Harris, who was looking for his second goal of the championships. Long ball collected on the up bounce by Alfredo Tejeda. the midway point of this second half. FC Golden State will need 2 goals. 17 this week in Maryland, and now a 2-0 shutout in the championship game, and looking for a third. Dowling's cross intended for Johnny Ferry. He wants a third goal of the championships. Ryan looking for a hat trick in the championship game. DeLameler. Dowling. And a hard foul gives the ball back to FC Golden State. Dowling the offender. Raul Olivan will take this free kick with just over a quarter of an hour remaining. Tejeda coming well outside his box. Joshua Hendrickson may urge him forward in the next few minutes as FC Golden State search for that first goal. If they can get 1 goal, that will put pressure back on the Waza defense. And a foul on Dowling. That's his second in just a matter of seconds. Free kick awarded to FC Golden State. And the referee right now a word with Ken Dowling, the Waza starting left back. This is Abraham Gonzalez to take this free kick in the 56th minute. It's Gonzalez. Headed out by Fisher. Davis sends it forward. And a double substitution for FCGS. Matthew Hoppe will return to the action. He has 1 goal in the national championships. And we will also see the return of Omar Arrieta, who did provide a boost of energy to a degree for Golden State in the first half, but was unable to break past Calvaruso. Abraham Gonzalez and Ray Anthony Naranjo are out for Hoppe and Arrieta. Alan Picedo, the closest to come to scoring for FCGS in the end of the first half. Tipping a shot over Calvaruso, but just to the left of the near cross of the near post. That would have made the score 1-1. As here's Ryan. Pass off to Ferry! And it is wide. Off the right post. Goal kick to FCGS. Ryan tried to go for a hat trick of stats. He has 2 goals, was looking for an assist. As here's a cross. Back in real time now. Ken Dowling to come out in place of Matthew Andres. And we will also see Stefan Brocker-Kress exit. Correction, Brocker-Kress will take this throw-in. Under a quarter of an hour to go now. 58th minute. A 17th and 41st minute goal from Issa Ryan takes his tally to 3 for the tournament. Brocker-Kress unable to keep the ball in play. Golden State have an attacking throw-in. Grunthik Chatterjee continuing to issue instructions from the touchline. Throw into Waza FC, and Chatterjee will make a change. Davis will come out, and David Preciado back in. So Preciado will return, trying to get a sixth goal here for the week. And just in case there was any doubt, solidify that golden boot trophy in his name. Hoppy lost out possession. The through ball intended for Preciado. Andres continuing his run, as is Ferry. Tries a chip, which turns into a long pass, rolls out of bounds. Tejeda will take the goal kick. In the 60th minute, at the U13 Boys National Championship game, presented by the following sponsors. By the Wilson Trophy Company, the official awards, medals, and pin supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. And by the NSCAA as Preciado continues his run. Shot from Harris is deflected. Here's Ferry. Long-range effort saved on a bounce by Alfredo Tejeda. And to finish the sponsors, the NSCAA is a proud partner of U.S. Youth Soccer, which is the official grassroots partner of MLS. Matt Digby coming to you from the Maryland Soccerplex Field 4 in Germantown, Maryland. About 20 miles outside D.C., which depending on the time of day can mean a 20-minute drive into D.C., or it could mean a significantly longer commute. Personally, I had a chance to visit our nation's capital yesterday, and my strategy, I took a drive to the closest metro station where there was available parking and simply took the Washington Metro into town. Free kick taken on the bounce by Calvaruso. As FC Golden State unable to get any serious shots on goal in the second half, and they're now down to the final 10 minutes to find 2 goals to at minimum force extra time. And to help do that, Josh Henderson is going to call on Mario Calderon and a duo of other substitutes for FCGS. Calderon on for Derek Westwood. Grunthik Chatterjee looks set to make one final substitution as well. Calderon will actually come on. His first touch of the ball will be to take this throw in. Cleared by Waza, who have been practically flawless in every aspect of the game, not just tonight, but throughout the tournament. Amilcar Cruz will come on now in the 63rd minute of play. As will Mark Wishmeyer for Waza FC East 01 Juniors. Wishmeyer on in place of Andres. Olivan's clearance towards Travis Pisano, who is now also on the field. Will he be the Pisano who rises to the occasion? Or will it be Allen, who has 2 goals in 3 matches? Can he get 2 or potentially more in the space of 7 minutes? Some contact there. Waza keeping possession. Brocker Cress ahead towards Wishmeyer. Cleared back by FCGS. Forces the Michigan club to reset. Here's Ryan. Still on his hat trick. Looking for Preciado inside. Collected by Tejeda. Amilcar Cruz. Now Ryan again. Down the right side in the 65th minute. A goal here for Waza. What a race. Any doubt? And Ferry directs it wide left. The offside flag was up regardless. Free kick awarded to Golden State. Referee having a conversation with Omar Arrieta. The Golden State forward, understandably very frustrated. Cross intended for Travis Pisano, intercepted by Delameler. Now a long ball intended for Alan Pisano. Out comes Calvaruso, and a collision with Travis Pisano results in the free kick to Waza. And we do see the first yellow card of the match to Golden State's captain, Alan Pisano, in the 66th minute. First yellow card of the final. For a collision with the goalkeeper. And Waza FC East will take their time on this free kick. Once the referee signals he's ready for play to resume, they are less than 5 minutes away from a national championship. Harris. Mark Fisher clears it forward. Johnny Ferry. Out to Ryan. Preciado, Harris, and Wishmeyer waiting in the middle. And Joshua Henderson looks set to make his final set of substitutions, as will Chatterjee right now. And out will come Johnny Ferry. So after being denied by the post in the first half and also lifting a shot high over the crossbar, no goal in the championship game for Ferry. But in all likelihood at this point, a national championship medal nonetheless, as Brian Quintanilla comes on for FCGS. Trying to prevent going down 3-0. Still holding out a faint glimmer of hope that they can force a pair of goals, an equalizer, and extra time. But as long as Waza plays keep ball in that far corner, that's not going to happen. And they've earned themselves an attacking throw-in. Quickly taken. Cleared out of the box off the deflection. And another Waza throw-in. And Mark Fisher will exit in the 68th minute. On for Alex Wistepik. Number 13, Wistepik was on the field at the start of the second half. He will get a chance to celebrate on the field at the end of this match. Corner kick awarded to Waza FC in the penultimate minute of regulation time. This is the U13 Boys National Championship game on the TSG Network. A reminder, 2 more games to come your way tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern. The U14 Girls National Championship, followed by at 9:40 a.m. Eastern, U15 Boys. Cross into the box. Simpson eventually stabbed it to our goal. He slid, just trying to control the ball. Tejeda collects and clears. 69 minutes on the clock now. 1 more plus stoppage time. Tad Gabriel. Cross intercepted by Alex Wistepik. Waza FC 1 step ahead of Golden State on the night. Seemingly 1 step ahead of the competition entirely this week here in Germantown, Maryland. Throw into Golden State, as at this point they are just searching for a consolation goal to break the defensive streak from Waza. Coming from the Japanese word for technique, it is not an acronym. Waza FC East 01 Juniors. They have 3 bases throughout the greater Detroit area. This one in particular coming from Pontiac. And a throw into FC Golden State as Johnny Ferry will come back onto the field in place of Mark Wishmeyer. So FC Golden State, I understand today has been a disappointing afternoon, but a lot to be proud of for the fans, for the coaches, getting to the national championship game after losing your opener to this club. That is Waza, rebounding to win 4-2 in your next group match. And even though they lost 2-1 in their final group match on Thursday, they still advanced to this championship game. But 2 goals from Issa Rayan in the 17th and 41st minutes. Too much for FC Golden State to overcome. We're inside the 2nd minute of injury time. Just seconds remaining in the match. As Waza, that forward, was looking for the cherry on top with that bicycle kick. Travis Pisano. Referee takes a glance at his watch. Here's Fisher. A dominant performance on defense. A dominant performance all the way around. And Waza FC East 01 Juniors are the kings of U13 boys soccer in 2014. A reminder, we will stay with you for the live medal ceremony and the trophy presentation, so don't go anywhere. FC Golden State will receive runners-up medals of their own. But we will stay with you for that presentation as well, as Issa Rayan's 2 goals in the 17th and 41st minutes. He claims Man of the Match awards as Waza wins the 2014 U13 Boys National Championship here at the Germantown's Maryland Soccerplex in Northwest Washington, D.C. A reminder coming up, the live trophy presentation and medal ceremony to follow. I'll step aside for a minute, but we will take a quick break here on the TSG Network. Again, your final, Waza 2, FC Golden State 0. Waza East are the champions of 2014. Again, the reminder, those of you tuning in, Waza FC East 01 Juniors from Pontiac, Michigan. They are the national champions in the U13 Boys Division of the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. A reminder that we will have live coverage of the trophy presentation and medal ceremony upcoming. So keep it here to the TSG Network. We will rejoin you in just a couple minutes. This is the TSG Network's coverage of the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. Well, for the last few years, for the greater Detroit area, the unofficial city motto has been doing things the hard way and coming back, recovering the hard way. Waza FC East 01 Juniors from Pontiac, for the most part, relatively cruised through this 2014 U13 Boys National Championship. A 2-0 win in group play over Golden State PDA 01, a 4-0 win over Baltimore Celtic Dynasty, a 3-0 win over GSA 01 Premier, and in the championship game just finished a couple minutes ago, a 2-0 win over FC Golden State PDA 01 as David Preciado claims Golden Boot honors with 5 goals in the 4 games played. And that will do it for us here from Field 4 at the Maryland Soccerplex in Germantown. For the entire TSG production crew and for the fine folks at US Youth Soccer, I'm Matt Digby. Thank you for viewing this presentation of the U13 Boys National Championship game. And a reminder, 2 games to come your way tomorrow. The U14 Girls Championship at 8 a.m. Eastern and the U15 Boys Championship at 9:40 a.m. Eastern. We hope you join us for those 2 games as we crown national champions here at the Maryland Soccerplex in Germantown. But for now, good night from Germantown. You are watching the TSG Network.